Hi, and welcome to the Word of the Week. This week's word is listen. Now, last month we used as our main topic to learn is to grow. Now we're talking about to study to learn. Right? So, how do you study? What are the tools that you can use to improve your study? And listening is a very important one. There's a whole saying that God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth so we can listen twice as much as we talk. But for a lot of us, it's really hard to take the time to listen. So when we are in a process of trying to learn, when we're studying to gain new knowledge and new insights, it's very important that we listen. And the easiest way is to listen with your ears. Right? Listen to what people say, how they say it. And that's something that I do a lot. Obviously now I'm talking a lot. When I'm teaching, I'm talking a lot. But when I'm interacting with people outside of the business floor, I tend to be pretty quiet. And the reason I'm quiet is because if I'm quiet, then I can listen. I can hear what people are saying. So when we listen, we can get all this information, wonderful information, a lot of insights. And particularly when people aren't thinking about what they're saying, that's when you really find out what they think. So listen to what people say. Use your ears. But we can also use other parts of ourselves to listen. In Tai Chi, one of the first skills that we are taught in terms of our push hand skills, the application skills, is the idea of Ting Jing, the listening energies, the listening skills. And listening doesn't mean, in that context, listen with your ears. It means to listen with your body. So when you touch your opponent, you can get a sense of their energy. You can get a sense of their intent. You can get a sense of their skill level, but only if you first learn to listen. So we can really listen with any part of our body. But one of the easiest things, or maybe not the easiest, but one of the parts that we really should listen to a lot is to listen to our heart. Our heart will tell us a lot of things, right? Your mind will tell you things, your heart will tell you things. Sometimes we say our gut, right? So we have instincts, we have these premonitions sometimes. Usually your gut is right in a lot of situations, right? When you're thinking about something, if you feel in your heart or in your gut that it's the right thing to do, then it more than likely is. If you feel uncertain about it, odds are it's probably not the right thing to do. So you have to learn to listen to your heart. You do listen to your mind, but you got to be careful, actually, in both cases and in all cases of when you're listening, about who you listen to and what they're saying. Because even with yourself, you can say some really harsh things about yourself. Right? So a lot of us have developed these self-defeating patterns and beliefs, and we constantly play back those limiting beliefs when we're doing things, when we're trying to stretch our boundaries, and we say things to ourselves that, I'm not good enough, I'm clumsy, I'm lazy, I'm whatever negative there is, whatever reason it is that we can't become more than we are, we hear these words played back. Maybe it's something that one of your parents said. Maybe it's something that some kid said to you when you were 6 years old that's just stuck with you. But when we listen to those words, then that becomes the determining factor of what we do. So we got to be careful about who we listen to. Right? If you want to be successful, who should you listen to? Somebody that has done what you want to do, or somebody that's stuck in the mud like you? You obviously want to listen to the people who have been through what you've done and have come out on the other side to the place that you would like to be. So we want to listen, and obviously we want to also interpret and add our own input and our own insight and weigh things. You don't just listen to people and just immediately take everything they say to heart. But it is important that you do consider the source of the information and the quality information, right? So you can learn a lot just by opening these two things up and opening your heart as well. Okay, hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Hope to see you next week.